Okay. Right, so I was asked recently a question that many people ask when they come to see the sense of preterism. Does it here? This hair is really annoying me. Just gonna tuck it back. Excellent. So it's gonna jump out again. I know it. So the question is like this. Okay, so I see the sense in preterism. I see what you're saying. I understand the position. Now what? What follows from here? And I think the reason we ask that question when we see the sense in preterism is because of old ways of thinking. You thought the book of Revelation, the book of Daniel, all these prophetic books, the book of Isaiah, you think you see in there prophecy regarding the end of the world, and you're sort of looking forward. You're thinking, oh, what's to come? This is to come, the second coming. I'm waiting for this to happen. So then, when that way of thinking is removed, when you begin to see that all prophecy has been fulfilled, there's a void, isn't there? There's almost as if there's an absence of expectation now, and you're kind of left thinking, oh, well, what's to come? Now, it's not a feeling of emptiness. You're not like, oh, hopelessness. It's all for nothing. It's not like that. Instead, you recognize the victory. You recognize the amazing salvation that all people are invited into now in this new covenant. No longer is there just one covenant nation, Israel, but now all nations come under the grace of God. All peoples from all walks of life can turn their hearts to God and enter into a personal relationship, a personal covenant with God through God's work in Jesus Christ. So, what comes next? Well, what comes next? I'm trying to find words, inspiring words. I mean, what comes next is, well, whatever you've got planned to do next. Are you going to go out and talk to someone? Are you going to engage someone and, be nice, be loving, demonstrate the fruits of the Spirit? You know what I'm saying? Just be a disciple of Jesus Christ in this world. And you'll live your life. You might have some kids, you might not. You might get married, you may not. You might build an orphanage, like William Quarrier. You may not. You may do other good things. And then, because of your faith, you'll never die. Now, we're all interested in things like when the world will end. Is there something? Is it building up to something? Is something coming? Well, the Bible doesn't tell us that the world will come to some kind of catastrophic end. Now, you might have believed it said that, but as a preterist now, you don't believe that. You understand the apocalyptic language was significant to the first century. But, sure, there's many ways the world could theoretically come to an end. Many ways, and this has been commented on. I'm sure David McMurdo made a video about that. He spoke about the sun going supernova and consuming the earth and all these things. But there's passages in the Bible that tell us that the world will endure. That it'll just go on and on. That there's no date of an end, so to speak. But if you're interested in all these different theories about how the world can end, well, you got the heat death of the universe. You got the Great Crunch. You've got something else, an asteroid. And you've got alien invasion, if you want to take it there. But yeah, basically there is no passage in scripture I'm going to point to and say, well, this is the next big thing. But there are people who believe they've had some kind of personal revelation, some kind of personal insight into what the future may hold. Now, I've listened to some people who would-be prophets, and they've all told fascinating tales. One of them, his name Ken Peters. He told of an experience he had as a sort of uh, non-practicing Catholic, he would say. He was a non-practicing Catholic at the time, and he said he had this wonderful spiritual experience. Wonderful. Well, it was wonderful, but it was terrifying for him. He says he went to bed and he had this vision of the end. And basically what he described in his vision was a lot like what people expect to happen in the futurist school of thought and the second coming of Christ happening in our lifetime. You know, next year, September next year. So, you know, you've got this new world order getting set up. You've got this strange military presence, and then you've got a charismatic leader coming out of nowhere, this charismatic leader that joins the world together and has the world in his hands. And that man's the Antichrist, the devil incarnate. And basically he's getting ready. He's getting ready for war. He's getting ready for war. And he's capturing all the Christians and he's putting them into the FEMA camps. And you better believe the government's buying guillotines to chop off your head if you're a Christian. You better believe that, because it's happening. It's coming. And you better be afraid. Well, that's the way I feel their message comes across, you know what I mean? Because it's sort of like hopeless. There is no hope. Well, there is if you endure to the end. If you endure to the end. And that's fine, okay, if that's what was going to happen, then okay, let's get amped up about that. But it's not. It's completely misguided. It's never going to happen. Well, can I say that? Bad things might happen. Bad things like that might happen. Okay, they might happen. Indeed, you know, Christianity is it's not very it's not faring too well in the modern world, is it? If you're a Christian, your rights are like, well, you're really a second-class citizen if you're a Christian in certain parts of the world. In fact, in the parts of the world you would expect Christianity to be, you know, very authoritarian, or very, at least be revered. In places you would expect Christianity to be revered, it's been treated like a doormat. And it's kind of like, oh, you know, it's like, for instance, I hate hearing stories like this where Christian businesses are, you know, blasted, lambasted in the media, persecuted by the gay rights activists because they wouldn't bake them a cake. And I was listening to Ken Shapiro speaking on, is that his name? Is it Ben Shapiro, talking on that Revolutionary Truth channel, whatever it is, and he cited the case of a florist. Now, this was a lovely Christian woman, a florist, and she had these customers come in, and it sounds like she believed she was in good terms with them because she would always serve them their flowers. Oh, you know, give them their flowers and whatever. But then one day they come in and say, look, we'd like you to arrange the flowers at our wedding. And she says, oh, very sorry, I don't feel like that's something I can do as a Christian. But let me tell you something, I've got a list here for you of the finest florists in the area. You go and give your business to them, but I'm sorry, I can't. I'm a Christian, and that goes against my conscience. God bless you. God bless you. That's how I imagine it went down. But these two homosexuals, they were, I don't know what they were, but they didn't like that. And so they destroyed her. They destroyed her business. They broke the woman. Okay? And I'm like, holy fuck. You know, I'm like, what? Why did you do that? That's fucking cruel. You know, it's not like she was out to get you. She just had her beliefs. You know, and she was being nice. She was... Oh, pardon me, it's making me gaseous. It's not making me nauseous, it's making me gaseous. I just... okay, I got that up. It's shocking. It is shocking. Why would they do that to someone, you know? And then the fact that the courts, the legal system in place allows this woman to be sued and to go under. Why is that the case? Why can't she follow her conscience? I'm pretty sure that's the way it should be. She should be allowed to follow her conscience. And I think it reflects badly on the homosexual community when they won't live and let live. You know, I mean, I have never encountered in my life Christians who have went after the gay community just out of pure hatred. Like, oh, I hate the gays. Let's go and get the gays because the Bible said this. I have never met a Christian like that. The only Christians I've met have been so accommodating to homosexuals, very accommodating, very loving, very friendly. In fact, it's non-Christians, it's non-believers, it's secular people, you know, football hooligans and all that. They're the ones that are all coming out with the bad, the offensive terms, like, oh, you're queer, oh, you're a faggot, mate, are you a pure faggot? Come on, mate, stop being a gaylord. Get that drink down you. Way, Saturday night. Those are the people that are offensive to gays. But what we're seeing now are Christians getting pissed off at the gay community for being arseholes. It's like, we're just trying to do our thing. We're just trying to be nice, lovely people. And then you're going to stomp us into the mud? You're going to ruin our businesses? You're going to persecute us and economically target us for termination, bring us down? No, that's not happening. You better believe there's going to be a backlash for that. And it's not because you're gay, it's because you're a bunch of fucking arseholes, okay? That's why it's happening. It pisses people off when you act like that, when you destroy some tender, lovely old woman's business, bring her to her knees financially, and then that lovely family bakery with the cake. Aye, Christians are coming together to support these people because we're like, for fuck's sake, we've got nothing against you being gay. Why are you trying to ruin us? What's happened to this whole love and tolerance that you're all about, eh? Aye, it doesn't exist, pal. You're just a bunch of cunts, just like every other cunt that ever existed. Anyways, you know, I'm not saying all gay people are like that. I like to talk to gay people, especially gay Christians, people who associate with Christianity or gay, because I want to get inside their heads. I want to be very sensitive to that. Because I don't know what it's like. I mean, I'm very open and transparent like that. I don't know what it's like to be a gay man and be a Christian. I mean, I can imagine there's certain challenges there, and I'm very sympathetic. I'm very sympathetic. You know what I mean? I'm sure if I was a gay man, I would be. No, I probably wouldn't be part of the LGBT thing because I would just try and define myself on my own terms, I think. And I certainly wouldn't want to be associated with them now. But, you know, I would be gay. You know, I would try and make that work for me, probably. I mean, I says to a guy recently, I says, look, mate, I can't imagine what it's like for you. I suppose maybe on the one hand, what I would do is I would check myself into a psychiatric hospital if I was a Christian, because I'd believe my behaviour is some kind of curse. I would pray for it to go away. I would do all these things. I would take pills. I would try and pursue a relationship with a woman. I would try and get married. I would do all that because, goodness sake, my Christianity comes first, right? But failing that, I would have to accept that I've been born with this mindset, whatever this mutation is, whatever this thing is. You know what? I mean, and I would negotiate my life with it. I would embrace the fact I was a gay man. I would probably get into gay relationships with other men. But I don't know about it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be sensitive and stuff like that. But fuck it, you don't care. You don't care about me being sensitive. If you're a gay man watching this and you're not a Christian, you just think fuck that guy. So fuck you too. Okay, now I'm just bless you, sir. I felt that bad recently. I was on a bus, and there was these two young girls behind me, and one of them was coughing directly into the back of my head, and I could feel the explosive, caustic, operatic blast of her projectile. That's right, I could feel it, and it upset me. I'm a bit of a germaphobe, and I was like, ooh, I can smell that. I can smell the cheesy crisps on her breath. And I called them hookers, and it was felt good at the time. Now, I don't usually lose my cool, but I lose my cool because I'm a bit of a thing with germs. I get upset. Don't get upset at people. It's just I get upset. So I made a remark, and I felt bad about it afterwards. But they had it coming. They had it coming. I didn't. I apologised from the bus had already left. I had already stepped off the bus at the time. But yeah, that was the thing that happened. And I know I'm laughing about it and stuff like that, but I genuinely felt bad. I don't believe you should cuss people out. I believe you should be as tolerant as you can be. But you've got to be as tolerant as you can be. But you can't be stupid about it, you know what I mean? You can't be stupid about it. If people are trying to destroy you and destroy all the good things that you represent, you got to stand up for yourself, you know? That's what I'm starting to see, listening to people. Yeah. So there was a thing on Facebook, and it was these three symbols. One was a Nazi swastika, the other one was this Confederate flag, and the other one was the cross of Christianity. And the question was, which one of these symbols has the most hate-filled death? Hate-filled death associated with it? Which symbol has a history of the most hate-filled death? After you feel you've done enough research, give your correct answer. Okay. So, which one of these symbols has a history of the most hate-filled death? I didn't understand the question at first. What are you talking about, the most hate-filled death? Do you mean people who have died feeling hatred? Maybe that's the only sense I can make of it. Alright, so you've got a swastika flag, and I thought, right, okay, your swastika symbol, right? So you've probably got a lot of people who had a bit of anger in them at death there, you know what I mean? Considering the war, you know, the persecutions and all the rest of it, and the way people were made to feel about their enemies and stuff like that, and just the squalor, the horrible conditions. I imagine there was a lot of hatred there. Maybe not though, I don't know. There was stories of a Christmas time football match if that happened. And then there's the battle flag of Virginia, the Confederate flag, the symbol of the South, hate-filled death. I don't know. You know, hate-filled, people fighting people. I don't know if there's hatred in their hearts. You know, if it's just a sense of duty and obligation. And then you've got a Christian cross thrown in there. You know what I mean? So you've got these two military, political things, and then you've got the Christian cross in there, which, you know, it's not mutually exclusive from military and political, but it's thrown in there, you know, just to stir up the debate. Hate-filled death. Which one has a history of the most hate-filled death? And I just made a kind of little point of saying, well, hasn't the Christian cross got a history of love-filled death? You know the sermon. You know the sermon I'm about to preach. You know, Jesus dying on that cross, a selfless act, an act of love. Love knows no greater than this, that a man should lay down his life for the sake of his friends. And you know, people always come out with the whole, you know, it's Christianity, the symbol of the cross. That's the option. That's the one that's filled with the most hate-filled death, because la da 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 da. But I'm thinking, all right, okay, well, the Christian cross that is a symbol, it spans 2,000 odd years, right? Whereas your swastika and your Confederate flag, you know, relatively speaking, in short periods of history. So, you know, there's going to be a bit more to say about Christianity, you know. But, you know, the one guy says anybody who thinks the Christian cross represents anything good is just being blind and naive. And I thought to myself, well, no, really. I mean, symbols, it's the symbols that are blind and naive, and it's people in word and deed that give symbols their meaning. And for, I'm getting gassy. That's when you know I'm getting upset. Or excited. It's a bad thing, you know. It's like I'm going out on a date and I'm getting excited. How you doing? How'd you like that? No, it doesn't happen all the time. It's probably because I had a burger for my breakfast. Anyways, I've got some. Somebody's liking my comment. I made a comment. This is happening live. Okay. So yeah, I made the comment that symbols. We could, you know, for one man, the sacrifice of Jesus Christ trumps all the negativity associated with the cross. But for another man, the negativity associated with the symbol of the cross will rob all the positive association from, you know, Jesus' sacrifice on the cross. I don't know. That doesn't seem to make sense. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, this one guy said something like, the swastika was around for 5,000 years before Hitler adopted it. The meaning of its name. That's fine. We're just talking about symbols now, but I was referring to we were talking about, it was the Nazi swastika was the symbol. Yeah, hate film death. I don't know. But it brought up this whole point, you know, that atheists sometimes make, say that religion is the source of most of the evil in the world. Man, I hate things like that. There's a Facebook group called Secular Scotland, and it's just full of, wait for it, arseholes, total arseholes. That's what it's full of. I mean, these people are just so unlikable. I mean, I've got this theory that I think Stephen Hawking needs to look at. I think black holes are atheists. They get so, I don't know what happens, if they get so far up their own arses, their heads get so far up their own arses that they sort of leave the atmosphere of the planet Earth. And this has happened since the dawn of time. They rocket out from the planet Earth and they venture into deep space, and then something happens. They become so fucking unbearable that they collapse within themselves and they become so densely fucking irritable that they just, I don't know, they just kind of collapse and they start sucking matter into themselves, and they just become these massive, just interstellar fuckholes that no one can tolerate, and they destroy everything and just consume all the matter around about them. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that's the kind of people that are on this Facebook page, and I can't stand it. I can't stand them. Why are they so fucking, you know what I mean? And it's not all of them, I know, it's just some people are just attracted to being arseholes. I'm not one of them. I don't like to argue with people. I don't like to have a problem with people. I just want to have fun. I just want to impersonate Steve Irwin and talk about my favourite films. And yeah, I like to talk about religion. I think I've said everything there is to say on Preterism and Trinitarianism. You know, all the resources are out there, but I'm happy to answer your questions if you have them, and if you like the way I talk about things, I will happily do my research and then come out with something really thoroughly engaging. I mean, this is me just having a rant, but my goodness, some people are just cannot stand them. But bless them, right? Bless them. You know what I'm saying? As I say, at the end of the day, I don't have the energy to walk around with hate in my heart. I don't. I just recognise that some people really annoy me. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, that's a shame that they would try to inspire hatred in the world. Well, you know what? I don't like you, but, you know, God bless you. Do your own thing. Let the sun shine on you. Let the rain fall on your crops. But man, just fucking try your best not to be such an ass. You know, there's not enough time to be an asshole in this world. I want to do more good stuff, and I think we should all try to do that together. Anyways, I've said enough. I've said enough. I've got a little Labrador here, chilling out on this little seat here. You want to say something? This is a chocolate Labrador. This is a Ruger, named after the Ruger Magnum. You slobbered down this chair, puppy. Why did you do that? Why did you slobber on that chair, little baby? You want to give me a paw? 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 Yes, that's okay. I'll get it. And then there's the other one, the other Doog. This guy here, Tsar, named after Tsar the First. You want to give me a paw? You want to give me some? They're actually quite good. They can do some tricks. Let's make them perform some tricks. Right. Okay. Right. Wait. Sit. Okay. Paw. Big. Okay, just doing that. Right. Round. Go around in a circle. Go around. Over. Right. Over. Right. Down. Over. Roll over. Right there. Come on. Do something. Come on. For the camera. Hey, sit. There. Sit. Come on. Sit. Big. You're good at this. Big. Do the big thing. Okay. Right. Cuddle then. Come on. Give me a cuddle. Cuddles. Come on. Yes. Come on. Give me some love. Come on. Zara, get involved. Get involved in the situation. Anyways, I'm gonna maybe take these dogs a walk and hit me up with some questions. You know, let's get a conversation going. You know, it's kind of like busy times recently. There's a lot going on. I'm starting a new course soon, and you know, I do like to make YouTube videos. It's a good way to well, it's like a learning process for me. I like to give it helps me learn trying to convey information to an audience. Like when I used to give presentations in college and stuff like that, I enjoyed the process of learning the material and then presenting it to people. It sort of motivates me to do it. It inspires me more. If I have to learn something for my own sake, I'm kind of like, ugh. But if I need to try and convey information to an audience, I'm all the more enthusiastic about it, you know. So, help me, and help you by asking me lots of questions. And if you're an atheist that's been offended by this video, throw some slurs at me. You know, let's keep it interesting. But just know that you're loved. You're loved in this world. And yeah, all the best. Take care. Okay, bye. Rock.